Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. My name is Frank, aka Bullfrog TCG, and today we are tackling Ahri. Now when Riftbound first got announced and they started revealing all the legends, Ahri was one of the ones that kind of stuck out to me the most, but it kind of took some time to kind of find a deck that I felt comfortable with playing around her, and that I also felt like did her justice. And I think this is kind of where I want to be. So the legend herself says, when an enemy unit attacks a battlefield you control, give it -1 might this turn to a minimum of 1. And that goes for all units that attack you. So if your opponent attacks with 7 units at a time, they're all going to get -1. So the whole strategy of Ahri revolves around grabbing one battlefield and then holding on to that one for as long as you can. And the main way you do this is with the Ahri champion herself. And that is Ahri Inquisitive. So she is a 3 energy 1 power unit that says when I attack or defend, give an enemy unit here -2 this turn to a minimum of 1. So when she defends a battlefield, together with the legend ability, that is going to give something -3, which is very, very good. And to help with this strategy, we are also playing a bunch of spells. So we are playing 3 Charm, 3 Defy, 3 Block, 3 Discipline, 3 Consult the Past, 1 Foxfire, and 3 Smokescreen. Now, Charm, Defy, Block, Discipline are very standard green, like kind of like the green spell package. Charm is just a very flexible card. You can use it to move enemies into your battlefield to kind of kill them off, or you can use it to move your enemies' units off a battlefield to get it for yourself. It's just a very flexible card, and it only costs 1 power, 1 energy, so it's very, very good. And you also have Defy, which is just like a cheap counter spell. It counters something that costs no more than 4 and no more than 1 power, but it counters a lot of the like small spells in the game. Then we play 3 Block. You know, our strategy is around or revolves around defending a battlefield, and this just gives something shield 3 and tank. So if you have a huge unit and you want to protect your little ones, you can just give the big one tank, and then they can't damage the little ones. And then Discipline is just, you know, give a unit +2, draw 1. The real power of Discipline is the fact that it's a reaction. So you could also play it in reaction to, for example, an Iron Ballista or a damage spell or something like that, or like a damage ability. So it's just very flexible like that, and it also replaces itself, which is very good. Because yeah, you don't want to go too low in this deck. You always want to have some form of spell ready to go. And then you also run 3 Consult the Past, just a draw spell, draw 2. You could play it for 4, or you could just hide it for 1 recycle and then just play for free, which is usually what you want to do. So just some extra consistency. You're playing 1 Foxfire, which is the signature spell. I feel like Foxfire is very much of like a meta pick or a meta choice. If there is a lot of Victor running around, you might want to bump this up. Because when it works, it's really good, because you can choose, like, you can take 4 small units, you can take 1 big units, you can take 2 like medium units. It's very flexible like that. But I don't know, I think I don't feel I get as much use out of it as I thought I would. But I could definitely see this going up as well, depending on the meta, you know. And then finally we have 2 Smokescreen, or 3 Smokescreen. Now Smokescreen is insane. It's just 2 energy, give something -4, and it's a reaction as well, so you can play this anytime. And it's just a very good card, considering we are trying to defend battlefields. Like with the legend ability in Ahri, we are already -3, and then we could also -4 on top of that, which is just basically just gonna kill anything in the game. So this is a very good card. And in addition to this, we are playing a bunch of units. Now, one of the most important ones are Sona, which is also a staple in green, because she says, while I'm at a battlefield, ready for friendly units at the end of your turn. So what she allows you to do is to hold a battlefield, spend all of your energy on your turn, and then at the end of the turn you can just get 4 of them back. It's very resource efficient. We also play 3 Ravenbloom Student. This is our turn 1 play if we're going first. It grows with our spells, which we have a bunch of, so it's very sticky. We're playing a full set of Ahri, of course, because this is kind of the card the whole deck revolves around, so it's pretty important to keep her alive. And then in addition, in this deck, since you are trying to conquer 1 battlefield, you're not always interacting that much with the other one, but there are 3 cards that allows you to do that. That kind of allows you to keep 1 battlefield while also picking off your opponent's stuff on the other one. And one of those is Blitzcrank. This is just one of my favorite cards. You can play it onto your battlefield and then just pick a unit from anywhere to just kill it off. Very good. Riptide Rex is kind of similar. It deals 6 damage to a unit, but it has to be at a battlefield. So it deals 1 more damage, but it's a bit weaker because you can only target things that are at a battlefield, and it's also a bit more expensive. So between these two, I probably like the Blitzcrank more. But the upside of the Riptide Rex is that you don't have to play him at a battlefield for the effect to apply. So it's kind of a pick and choose, but I like running both of them. And also there is the Thousand-Tailed Watcher, which is kind of the big blue kind of get back into the game, kind of big swing card. Because he says, when you play me, give enemy units -3, and then he also has Accelerate. So if you're at 8 energy, you could just play this, give everything -3, and then just take the board back from there. So this is kind of, I like these 3 cards. You can kind of mix and mash how much you want. You can like play 3 of one and 1 of the other, or 2 of each as I'm playing. It's very much up to you, but I like running at least 2 of them. And I mean, I like running all 3. So yeah, it's kind of up to you. And then we're also running 3 Hourglass. This is just good. It protects your Ahri, your main card. The one thing you have to be careful about this one is that if you play it out, if something dies, you have to use it. So even if they kill like your least important unit, you have to use it. So it's not optional. So the timing could be very relevant with this, but that's also why it's extra good, because it has hidden. So you could just hide it and then wait until they kind of kill the unit you don't want to die, and then use it. So yeah, three of that. And then we also play 3 Seal of Insight, because we are hiding a lot of cards in this deck, and we also have like Riptide Rex that takes 2 blue. We have Ahri takes 1 blue, Watcher takes 1 blue, Smokescreen takes 1 blue. So we have a lot of power costs between the cards and also the hidden costs. So I think running a full set of either the blue or the green one is very good. It kind of depends on the deck, but one of them I think you should run a full set. And then for the battlefields, we're running Grove of the Godwillow. Again, we're trying to hold 1 battlefield, so just holding this and keep drawing cards is just very good. Fortified position, when you defend here, choose a unit, it gains shield 2 this combat. Again, we're trying to defend, giving something +2, just very powerful. And then Obelisk of Power. So at the start of each player's beginning phase, the player channels 1 rune, which basically means that we could play if we're going first, we could play the Ahri on turn 1, or if we're going second, we could play the Ahri and also have a Defy up, for example, which is very good, because the worst thing that can happen is you play out your Ahri and then they just kill it on the following turn, and then your whole game plan kind of crumbles. So that is kind of the weak spot of Ahri, is that if you can deal with her early board, it's very hard for her to get the board back. So she kind of wants to go fast out of the gate and then kind of maintain that pressure from like through the whole game. And then we just play a even split 6/6. Sometimes it happens you get 4 runes and they're all 1 color and they're not the color you want. I mean, that just happens. I think I like the 6/6 split now. It usually doesn't come up, but sometimes it does, and that's just how it is sometimes. But anyways, that is the deck list. We are gonna jump into some games, and I will see you at the end for the wrap up. Okay, let's see how this goes. Versus Master Yi. I haven't played Master Yi in a while, or played against him in a while. I've never actually played the deck myself. Okay, I'm going second. That's good. Ahri, Thousand-Tailed Watcher. Probably don't need that right now. I want the Sona. The Smokescreen is good. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a pretty okay start. Okay. I would like another spell though. I would like another spell. Okay, Poro. Well, Blitzcrank is something we can do in a few turns maybe, to clear one of his battlefields. Maybe, maybe not. Kiana. Oh wow, I don't actually have any blue runes, so I can't play the smoke screen. Yeah, let's just take this one for now. For now, he said. Yep, and then activate. I mean, sadly enough, we can't use this this energy for anything, but so it doesn't attack me. Okay, I mean, hopefully I'm gonna keep at least one of these. And it forces me to use this, because this thing is not optional, so I have to use it. So it forces me to recycle one, which is not ideal. Okay, so he's probably gonna kill this. Oh my god, okay. Okay, well. Yeah, this might be an uphill battle. Okay, let's see if we can find a way out of this. And that might just be the way, actually. Okay, I mean, we have to play the Ahri and then hope he doesn't kill it this turn. If he has a charm, then that's pretty bad for us. Yeah, the problem as well is he just keeps drawing cards from here, and then he drew from this. At least this one is only on Conqueror, so he can't do it multiple turns unless he gives it ganking. Okay, Sunlit Guardian. Oh my god, okay. Oh no, that's bad. Oh crap. Well, sometimes you just get outplayed. And this is what it and then he forced me to use the ability again, so I'm only at 2 now. Yeah. I don't know, Mastery, I think you got this one. But, you know, this is also an important thing to show all the viewers out there, all the millions of viewers out there, is that even if you want really badly for your deck to succeed, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if we like drew anything. I don't know if we necessarily drew that badly. He just had answers for everything. Like had the primal strength, and then they had the charm. Yeah. Go ahead, sir. Another hourglass. Okay. Well, I can at least save 2 things now. I mean, honestly, I didn't even know what I was looking for, but I don't think that was it. So, the one way I can survive this turn is like this. We charm here. Because we don't want to charm there, because then we're just going to minus again. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, actually, because... Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Let's just move this down here. Yep. Uh-huh. And then we go up here. Yes. Yeah, and then we play the Blitzcrank to pull this guy over. Or this gal over. Yep, that triggers, so she goes to 4, and we're at 5, so we survive. Hopefully. I mean, now we might actually have something. Might have a buff. Yeah, another primal strength. Yeah, no, that's just game actually. Okay. Very unlucky this game. We just, yeah, sometimes, you know, your opponent just has the right cards at the right time and then you don't. So yeah, sometimes this is just what happens. Yeah, we tweaked the deck a bit. So hopefully that's gonna make a difference. Okay, against Sett. Yeah, maybe it will actually. Maybe it will. Okay. Riftbound, Ahri, then Riptide. Riptide is gonna be nice, I think. Question is, do I want it now or do I want it later? I think I'm gonna get rid of one of the Ahris just because I have the Sonia's Hourglass, so I can save it if she dies. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the Raven Bloom as well. I'm keeping the Riptide. Might be a greedy keep, but I like having the option of playing that card. Well, now that we got the Thousand-Tailed Watcher 2, that keep definitely felt greedy, but wow. Well, this Ahri is never gonna die, that's for sure. Which I guess is a good thing. I'm guessing he didn't mean to just pass there. I'm gonna take this one just because if I target one of my guys here, I get to draw a card, which could be good, because I assume he's gonna attack me with this, which is gonna be dangerous. Okay, let's try to do it like this. Yep, so he most likely is gonna attack into this. When you play me, buff 2 other friendly units. Ooh, I've never seen that card before. Kinku Monk. Okay, well this stage is definitely dead. Yep. Oh, maybe not actually. Maybe not actually. Minus. +3 here. So this is gonna go to 6. Oh, we should have had one more. Well, I guess we trade, which is not bad. And then also, since this is gonna be rested now. I think because he couldn't like. Yeah, okay, so this is rested, that's good. Which means we can just kill this with a Riptide next turn. Ooh, okay, that's good. That's very good. Yeah, that is very, very good. Yes, 2, wait, what was that? Ah, okay, that sucks. That does suck. Well, I mean, now we're definitely just slapping this guy. Wait, what? Okay. Water under the bridge. It has been a long day. Wow. That was a pretty bad play. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so he's out. That's good at least. So I mean, if we wanted to, we could attack here. Never mind, we're not gonna do that. 7. Yeah, so this doesn't really work either. We don't really want to play this until we can play it play it accelerated. Okay, I'm just gonna conquer this one. Then I'm gonna play this like this. Play this. Okay, I mean, hopefully he doesn't kill these now, like both of these now. I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, he's gonna ready it. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad again. Okay. Okay, so we're not gonna kill one thing, and that is gonna be... I'm actually gonna kill this one just because I wanted to spend the thing, or do I? No, I'm gonna do this actually. I was thinking that I wanted him to spend the, like to use the legend ability, but he only has one other buffed unit, which is this one. Okay, so it doesn't really matter that much. I'm gonna keep the Riptide just because it's the fattest. Those die, yep. Gets one more point, which is slightly annoying. Yep. Okay. Now is when it happens. We play this. Accelerated. Yes, sir. Thank you. I should have played this first. Well, it doesn't matter. We're still gonna get this. We're still gonna get this. Okay, again, it doesn't matter which one he gets back because they're the same. Oh, and he just concedes there. I don't know about that, but yeah, our hand was pretty shitty going into the next round. I mean, I guess we could hide the Zani's Hourglass to keep one of our guys alive again. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, even though we played a lot of mistakes that game, the Riptide Rex and the Thousand-Tailed Watcher just saved us in the end. See if we can get some more wins off. We haven't had the best run with this deck yet. Okay, another Ahri. Another Ahri. Yeah, I think this is actually the same guy we've run into like 4 times in a row now. Yeah. We'll keep the seal though. Yep. Okay. Keeper, okay. Let's play the seal and then play the Ahri out. Let's hope he doesn't have anything to kill this. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I have to get rid of that. I am not gonna let you get rid of my seal or my hourglass. I kind of like both of those, so... Okay. Mm-hmm. I think I want to take this one as well. Or I think I want to charm the Jewel Colossus as well. Yeah, I kind of want to minimize his board presence as much as possible. At least with the big units. I want to do that, so... Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, Thousand-Tailed Watcher. That is a good one. However, I will... yeah, I have to try to boost this up. If he has a Defy here, that's gonna sting quite a bit. Okay, it doesn't. Oh, and we got our own. That's not bad. Okay, so the Sone is gonna die, unfortunately, but there's nothing we can do about that anyways. So we will have to use our hourglass, but we don't mind doing that for a Sona, right? No, we don't. Come on, attack me. Whoops, indeed. Whoops, indeed. Okay, takes that. Well, if we can use this, no, this to give him -4, so he's at 3, and then 3 and 2. And then Ahri is gonna give our Sona a -3. I mean, if we're really greedy, we could just take everything. Oh yeah, this card is bugged. So this now has a plus, which it's not supposed to have, but I will try to play as if that didn't matter, or as if that didn't happen, as good as I can. Just because I want to be, you know, a bit more fair. You know, I don't hate just staying here, because the next turn I can play this. I can play my own, and then we can attack into this battlefield. Okay, let's do that. Let us indeed do that. Okay. Well, okay. Maybe not now. Maybe not now. Okay, another keeper. Yep. Okay. Ooh. I would love a charm or a blitzcrank here to just grab this. But it does not seem like we're gonna get that, so yeah, for now let's just protect this, keep protecting this. Because I mean, we win this race because we're 1 point ahead of him, so if he wants to keep this up, then we will be able to win. Yordle. Yordlin. 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 Six. Ooh, Riptide Rex is so good. Okay, now let's wait. Let's wait 1 round for that. Let's do this instead. Let's just kill this instead. Yep. Okay. Okay, because I think, yeah, next turn we might be able to just destroy his whole board with these 2 cards, even if you place these 2 guys on there. Okay, it's gonna retreat out with everything. Okay. You're charming me over there. Well, I don't love that. Let's use this. Both to draw a card and also to maybe force a reaction out of him, and then we also draw another card actually, I forgot about that. Consult. Not what we need. Block. Not what we need either. So I can still kill this. I think I'm actually fine with that. I think I am actually fine with that. Should just be able to kill this. Okay, that I'm not fine with. Now you messed with me. Now you're challenging me. Okay. Oh yes, like this. That really surprises me. What does he hope to achieve from that? I mean, I guess he has something to make that play not very bad. But I also have a block. Okay, that's gonna buff 3. Okay, I have to wait to use this because it's an action. Because you can't react to actions with actions. You have to wait until the chain is resolved and then you can use it. Yep. Then 6. And now if I use this, on Sonus you can only attack that. And then I think I'm gonna draw a card as well. Okay, I'm not, but we will get all those cards from. Okay, that's good. Whew, okay. That was an intense round and he still has 5 energy left. Oh my god. I mean, I think no matter what he does this turn, we're gonna play this next turn. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, we play this. Boom. Accelerate, yes please. The only negative thing now is that next turn, because this card is bugged, everything is gonna get a plus. Or many pluses. So yeah, I mean, if he's not an honest guy, then you know he might just take that win. But he still has to take 2 battlefields from us, which could be difficult. And I'm gonna hide this. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Somewhere like here, for example. Okay, so we just need to hold one of them to win. And that is very possible, even though he's gonna get a lot of stuff here. Yeah, so everything's a 4. I think maybe that's the bug, that whenever you play this, if anything survives, they become 4s. If they weren't like... Oh. Okay, that might be the one card that wins in the round, actually. Yikes. Okay, well, we do have a lot of stuff to work with here as well. We do have that. We have these, and then we can potentially draw into another something that costs 2. But yeah, I mean, the buff, I mean, this should be a 2, this should be a 2, this should be a 2, this should be a 3. Yeah. You know. I don't know how you convey that, but... Whoops. Ooh, I think that might actually have been the best case scenario for us, that he kind of overcommitted into this one. Okay, let's use this before I forget. Yep. Foxfire. Okay. No, we can't. We have to save these for this. Yeah, this monstrosity, okay. Yeah, we'll take... I was in a 1. Okay, well. Yeah, I guess we take that 1 kill. Okay, let's see if this is enough. I mean, I'm gonna give everything minus. If he has something... Yeah, okay, that's not good. Okay, well, this is everything we have to deal with. Which is gonna be a lot. Yeah, that's too much, unfortunately. 4, 7. Yeah, that's too much. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god, I think we trade. I think we actually just trade. Because we block. Get him to 7. Oh, and I draw one. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, that's what I needed. That is actually what I needed. Holy crap. Yeah. Yes, sir, I will take that. Uh-huh. And the smoke screen for this. What? Wait, what was that? Yeah, you know, that was a win, okay? Whatever anyone says, that was a win. Ah, wow. Yeah, you know, like these games are the games that kind of make me feel like, yeah, thank God we're gonna be done playing on Pixelborn. But okay, yeah, well that's a win. I will take. Okay, Ahri versus Ahri again. Yeah, tonight has been a lot of Ahris. I think we played Ahri like 7 or 8 times tonight. Okay, well I definitely want this battlefield. Yeah, that's a bit too much. I don't want this, and I don't want this. I would love a Ravenbloom student here. And there she is. Because then we have a turn 1 play. Yep, Ravenbloom. Conquer here. Ouch. Yeah, we don't actually have any blue runes, so we can't use the Ahri. In that case, I think I'm actually just gonna charm this over here. If he has a Defy or anything to pump this up with, I mean, we have the Defy, so we can defy like his thing as well. But I prefer not to go down to 4 or to 2. I mean, okay, that's good. That's good, because now whatever he plays, we can play the Blitzcrank and get rid of it. And my assumption is that he's gonna play the Ahri next turn, like his own Ahri, which I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't do last turn. Okay. So I would assume he now has either a pump spell or Defy, is my assumption. Another one. Well, we probably don't need all that, but... And we still didn't find a blue rune, which is hilarious. So we do this. He minuses our Blitzcrank, so it goes to 3, and we minus his Ahri, so it goes to 2. And then he might have a pump spell, which... I mean, he's probably not going to be able to kill both of them anyways, so I think we still do this. Even if we risk losing the Blitzcrank. I mean, at most he could have 2 Defies. No, not 2 on guards, which would actually let him trade with our whole board. Or yes, that okay, yeah. So we trade. So we trade. That is. It's a bit sad, but I think we're still okay with it. Because at the end of the day, the battle against Ahri is a battle for the board. So I think we're actually okay with this, because now next turn we can play Ron Ahri, and then we could maybe Blitzcrank again. Oh, he plays Shield Bearer. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. He's gonna stun himself. Well, I guess that accomplished something. Yeah, our one blue rune. Well, bye-bye, dude. So we have the Defy up, in case he tries to do something funny. Which hopefully he doesn't. Okay, Hourglass is, that's good. Okay, he has his own. Yeah, that's bad. The fact that we got like screwed on runes this round is very relevant. Yeah. Okay, I mean, at least now we're at 2 blue, so we can use the smoke screen if we have to. So I think we're just doing this, playing out the other one. So he's gonna get the Blitzcrank back. But if he uses it, then we're hopefully gonna be able to trade with this whole board. Okay, I don't get that play. Yeah, I don't think that was a good idea. Yeah, I don't think I agree with that. It doesn't really matter which one I get, because it's just gonna get revived by the Hourglass anyways. Yep. And then we're gonna do the consult, hoping to find a watcher for the next round. That would be pretty sick. Even though if we have to play the smoke screen, we can't play the watcher. Or we can't accelerate it, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of playing it. Okay. I'm expecting a Blitzcrank. Probably grabbing the Ahri. Yep. Okay, let's see what we find here first. If we get the Watcher off this, I don't know. Foxfire is interesting. Okay, yeah, then I did this a bit badly. I should have minus this with Ahri instead, and then I could have smoke screened this. Oh, now we're too late. Well, I guess I can do it now as well. Yeah, you know, let's do this. I want to get rid of that. I do want to get rid of that. If you have anything. Okay. Yeah, like small mistakes can make a huge difference in this game. At least in these kinds of matchup where there's a lot of like combat math going on. Like if I'd took a step back and I'd used the Ahri ability on the Poro, I could have killed that as well. Because the smoke screen would have put the Blitzcrank to 1 either way. So I don't know why I didn't do that. I just didn't think it through, I guess. Okay, what do we get? What do we get? Come on, Watcher. Well, never mind. Now I don't actually. Wow, okay. Wow, it is the Watcher, but I can't accelerate it. Okay, well. In that case, I think this round I'm just gonna Foxfire. Yes, yes, and yes. Hopefully, I can't defy that. Because I don't want to have to use my own. Okay, can't. Okay, so then we just play the Ravenbloom and the Hourglass. Okay, so now we're kind of set up for next turn. Because now, I mean, depending on what he does, we can both use the Thousand-Tailed Watcher, and we could use Charm to snag something else as well. Or a Defy. Depending on what happens. I don't love seeing 11 active runes. I will say that. I don't love seeing that. Okay, let's accelerate. And the stage we want the most is this one. So I think I'm first just gonna go... I'm actually not gonna do that. Just because if I attack with this first, then he can use the Hourglass to... or I have to use the Hourglass to save this. And then I can't use it to potentially save this. Okay, that works. That's very good. Let's try and see if this works. Okay, I don't know why I thought that. Oh, okay. That's actually good for me, because then I can... then I can defy that to boost the Ravenbloom the Ravenbloom student up, which is not bad. So that actually helped me. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that I could trade with this, because I knew about his legend ability. Yep. And I think I... Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, like, what is going on? I think I am gonna... Am I gonna use this? Because this doesn't really do anything, I think. Unless he plays his own. Okay, I am gonna do it, actually. Because if he plays his own, this is gonna get him. -1. That's not a zone. Okay, so now if he plays a Watcher, we're gonna trade. If I play this. If I play the block. Ew. Or we could have that. Yeah, fair enough. I can't do nothing to that. Can't do nothing about that. Well, that's good for next turn. 7. Okay, if we just trade, I will take the trade. If I have to use the smoke screen, I will use the smoke screen. But I would prefer not having to use this, because then I would be at 8 next round. Yep, and then we can hopefully trade. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so now if we manage to hold this, then we probably just win next turn, because I can play this to capture the last battlefield. But we'll see what happens. He might have some tricks still. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help either. Yeah, okay, yeah, he's done. He's done. Alright, we got it. We got it. I mean, I have been punished for saying that we got it too early before, but yeah, I can't think of anything that he could have to stop this from happening. Oh, this card is so sick. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Yes, yes. Alright. Oh, finally. Oh, I needed that win. Alright, that's probably the last game. And that is Ahri. This deck is very fun to play. Today was a bit of a weird one, because we ran into the same Ahri mirror like 7 times in a row. And then a lot of the other games, like the opponent kept quitting on us, so it was kind of hard to find games that were good for this video. But you could also tell like the strength and the weaknesses of the deck, because when Ahri gets a hold of a battlefield, she does not let go. But if your opponent manages to take it from you, it's so hard to get it back. And that is why we run the Thousand-Tailed Watcher, which, as you saw in the video, is an insane card. I mean, this card alone can just swing the game back in your favor. It's so good. But then you could also like see like against the Master Yi player, where we kind of lost all of our early tempo. We had no chance of getting it back. So yeah, that is kind of like the pros and cons of the deck. But this card is definitely like the unsung hero. Let's put it that way. But then yeah, I mean the most important cards in the deck, definitely the Ahri, of course, the 3 of, that's like your whole game plan. And then also by extension the Hourglass, because it protects your Ahri. Which also goes for like the Triple Defy, protects your Ahri. The Charm kind of keeps your opponent's board pressure down, while also enabling you to develop your own board, because it's so cheap. So yeah, I mean everything else is kind of like, you kind of want the combat tricks like these two, and the smokescreen for sure. The Foxfire, I would say it's a meta call. As I said earlier, I really like Blitzcrank and Riptide Rex. They're kind of the same card, but as Blitzcrank has to be played at a battlefield, Riptide doesn't, but then Riptide has to target at a battlefield, and then Blitzcrank doesn't. So yeah, I mean this is good for getting rid of like annoying units that the opponent doesn't want to attack with, and the Riptide Rex is good for just getting rid of like clearing the opponent's battlefield while you kind of develop power on your own. So it's very good in that way. But I think I want to go up to 3 Watcher, and then one of these is probably going to go. But I don't know which one yet. But yeah, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe, and join my brand new Discord channel. We are currently 2 members, so there is definitely room for more. I will have that linked in the description and also in my channel description. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.